The midterm government meeting for the 2013-2014 fiscal year held last week established guidelines to address the difficulties the government is facing with implementing its fifth five-year national socio-economic development plan.
รัฐบาลได้พิจารณา2หัวข้อใหญ่ที่เกี่ยวข้องกับแผนพัฒนาเศรษฐกิจสังคมของพวกเราอันนึงเลยแม่นรัฐบาลได้พิจารณาสภาพการจัดตั้งปฏิบัติแผนพัฒนาเศรษฐกิจสังคม 2013-2014 ในระยะ 6 เดือนต้นปีและก็เวียกงานจุดชุมใน 6 เดือนท้ายปี 2013-2014 พร้อมกันนั้นก็พิจารณาเกี่ยวกับร่างแผนพัฒนาเศรษฐกิจสังคม 2014-2015
ล้วนแต่เป็นปัญหาที่สำคัญต่อการพัฒนาเศรษฐกิจสังคมของประเทศเฮา
Minister to the Government's Office and Government Spokesperson, Madam Bounpheng Mounphosay, and Minister of Planning and Investment, Somdy Duangdy, held a joint press conference at the conclusion of the meeting on Friday.
ดังนั้นประธานกองประชุมจึงได้แนะนำให้สมาชิกรัฐบาลและผู้เข้าร่วมกองประชุมจงสืบต่อไปค้นคว้าปรับปรุงและผันขยายจิตใจของกองประชุมครั้งนี้เข้าสู่ตัวจริงให้มีมากมีผล
Madam Bounpheng Mounphosay said, the meeting resolves that in the second half of 2013 to 2014 and even in the 2014 to 2015 fiscal year, the government will focus on addressing the difficulties and challenges we are facing, especially the budget deficit, concerns about the timber industry, and other negative phenomena. The midterm government meeting for the 2013 to 2014 fiscal year held last week established guidelines to address the difficulties the government is facing with implementing its fifth five-year national socio-economic development plan. Prime Minister Thongsin Thamawong, who chaired the meeting, told the related bodies to work on improving the details of the socio-economic development plan, as well as the budget and currency plan for 2014 to 2015, as was agreed at the meeting. The government has missed its revenue collection target and has not caught up to its expenditure in recent years, leading to persistent domestic debt and a shortage of financial liquidity.
Do you know Laos?
It has recognized the economic situation is a consequence of the need to build basic infrastructure like roads, irrigation systems, and electrification proposed by local administrations and sectors. Private investors forging ahead with approved and unapproved projects on behalf of the government has further worsened the deficit. Being more responsible with guiding financial affairs was the main strategy the meeting proposed to stabilize the macroeconomy and promote persistent economic growth in a sustainable way. The implementation will be carried out in accordance with Instruction Number 9 of the Party's Central Committee Secretariat and Prime Minister Decision Number 14. Prime Minister Thongsin said there should be an acceleration of progress on studying and implementing the results of the meeting he had with the National Chamber of Commerce and Industry this month, so that business people who raised queries would receive timely responses. The Premier recommended rural development be integrated with the Samsang 3 Builds pilot so that poor families could be provided with housing. He called for strengthening food security projects and large-scale commercial production projects, as well as better regulating sensitive goods prices. The government has agreed to urgently determine the number of civil servants, pensioners, people with disabilities, and other groups receiving subsidies from the state budget under Party Central Committee Secretariat Instruction Number 15 and Prime Minister Decision Number 17, so the number can be reported at the government meeting next month. The government also agreed on urgent amendments to the regulations against extravagant conduct, the decrees on salary and subsidies, and the decrees on land. The Prime Minister instructed members of the Cabinet, provincial governors and mayors to improve their working style so that they solve problems in a timely and effective way, including problems related to land, drugs, timber, court decisions, and government investment projects. While the government is encouraging quicker implementation of agreements between Laos and foreign countries, it will consider saving money by postponing visits to other countries and hosting international meetings scheduled in the next 6 months if major benefits are not seen. The government has put greater emphasis on managing domestic and foreign non-governmental organizations and addressing negative social phenomena. A draft of the strategy on urban development up to 2030 was approved at the government meeting. Participants also discussed measures to prevent outbreaks of H7N9, H5N1, dengue, and MERS coronavirus.
After the break, Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism's annual meeting begins aiming to review the work over the 2012-2013 financial year and discuss plans for 2014-2015. And please stay with us.